Zidane Daney, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the latest song from us, which was Nerdy Mash. I was kind of planning on doing a little video talking about it, but who knows, I might do something about talking about the process and stuff. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't watched it yet, I'll try and put it up in the iCards as well as go check out the song on Spotify. The Spotify link is always in the description. So, yeah. Anyways, let's talk about multiplication. So, in my previous video, I thought that I said that thought that more than likely each episode we were probably going to be getting something along the lines of Marinette and Adrian somehow will get some, maybe not all, but a few of the different Miraculouses. Especially considering the fact that the Kwame's Choice arc is really coming up soon. Like, it's 2 episodes that are going to be back-to-back, and it's called the Kwame's Choice. Let me go ahead and just pull up the actual information. And yeah, so as a note, that is 10 and 11. That is the Kwame's Choice, which, like, obviously, the remaining episodes are still, up until maybe the last 3, are still, well, they have something to do with a specific Miraculous. Obviously, next episode is Destruction, which that's insane to think about because of the fact that that is actually Cat Noir's, but obviously we'll talk about that when we actually watch that episode, which that's right around the corner, which is exciting. I'm gonna have to get faster at making these videos, but with multiplication, they didn't actually do that. This episode felt slow, but I think it was a good idea. Basically, Hawkmoth, it sounds like he has actually learned his lesson from what just happened in Evolution. In Evolution, obviously, he jumped right into using these Miraculouses, and with that, he made mistakes. He couldn't actually get away with it. As for in multiplication, though, it was very different. It was a very, very quick thing, and honestly, it's kind of terrifying. It also, we see little bits and pieces of his plan, but we're seeing it through the eyes of Ladybug and Cat Noir, while also dealing with the fact that they are currently dealing with very strong emotions of not really certain where they want to go. Obviously, Adrian is starting to crush on Marinette, and Marinette is just kind of like, I don't know what to do. I need to focus on being a hero at this point in time. I cannot risk falling in love with Adrian at this point in time. And honestly, it's probably the smartest decision that she's made so far. But at the same time, like, girl, like, he is starting to crush on you. Yes, obviously he is, it may not be that clear to her that he's starting to crush on her, but he is clearly crushing on you. And she may be blinded right now because of the fact that it doesn't seem likely to her that, yes, the guy that she has been crushing on for so long is finally seeing her and liking her. It's insane to her, but at the same time, it's like, wow. There's a lot to it, and honestly, I expect us to see a lot more of their developing relationship moving forward. Obviously, we haven't seen too much at this point, but I think it's going to be really interesting. But then, at long last, we actually do get a actual battle where Ladybug and Cat Noir team up and they get to fight Ikari Gozen out of nowhere, which honestly, that's terrifying, because what we see in this episode is that Kagami's mother knows that he is Hawkmoth, is okay with the fact that he is Hawkmoth, and is on his side, because they are literally experimenting at this point in time with making special rings that will basically allow Hawkmoth to to temporarily give the power of any of his Miraculous to the person that he is working with. And that is terrifying. To be put just bluntly and completely honestly. Like, he can literally that basically explains this whole thing that we've been seeing a lot of lately. Honestly, when we were seeing him wearing the rings for so long, I was like, what the heck is that about? Like, is he are these basically him reworking the Miraculouses so that he can use each and every single one of them in a slightly easier fashion? But now what I'm realizing is that each and every single one of them, basically, he can hit the button and then his power gets transferred to the person that is using the Miraculous at this point in time. Which is terrifying, because the item that is transferring this is the ring that he is currently working to distribute to the entire world. Or at least to all of Paris. He's creating alliance, and that is just insane. And with Adrian saying, I don't want to be a model anymore, it sounds great, because literally, what they do is they have Adrian get screened so that he can still be a model, but it's all going to be digital, which is also terrifying. That's something that I'm terrified in general of, but there's a lot of problems with it, to be put just blatantly honestly. But it also means that he is no longer doing all of the modeling, his model is, which means that they can do all of these things, and they can do all of these ads with him, especially with things with Lila, because she's also captured with this, and needless to say, it's terrifying. Like I said, it's absolutely terrifying, and more than likely we're going to be seeing more about this information next episode. But honestly, it wasn't explained to him, and that is a big issue. And also, I'm pretty much there's not much laws on this situation yet, but one of the big problems that's been starting to come up lately is, what do we do about these situations? Especially actors are starting to get a bit concerned with it, because if you're going to use our face for a thing, that's concerning. Like, imagine if somebody took all of my different videos and suddenly started putting in, like, ads. So, like, let's say this exact video, and I'm pretending to hold a drink. They could literally make me say whatever they want to say, I support this drink. And that's something that is honestly unacceptable, because you can there's a lot of mechanical and software things that have to be done in order to do this, but it's not hard. Like, as a video editor, I actually see multiple I can edit a lot of different things to basically get, like, different syllables of people talking. Now, it's challenging, yes, but it is doable, that you could basically force someone to say, I support blah blah blah. And that's unacceptable. Because imagine if if a lot of people started using this technology, and then suddenly, especially like, imagine, since Gabriel is obviously Hawkmoth, imagine him taking Adrian's image and all of that stuff and making it so that Adrian says, "I love Lila," and basically forming a relationship between him and Lila that doesn't exist, just to make people think that he is off the market. There is so much wrong with this, and honestly, it should be illegal. I don't know why it's not, and why they're still, there should be something like, there should be laws about this and all sorts of things. Basically, people saying, "We will not twist your words into a way that is not what you would actually say." Things like that. There should be something with that if they are going to be continuing to allow this. Obviously, I have issues. I'm not going to get into all of this because I'm an actor, and I've mentioned it a few times that I've done different acting things. But as an actor, even if I haven't actually done like film stuff, it's just, that concerns me. And it concerned a lot of people. So understandably, I'm drawing attention to this a lot more than probably a lot of other people really care. But honestly, it's terrifying. A lot of these things are really, really bad. And Adrian probably is realizing it at this point in time, that while yes, he is no longer the one acting, he's or being the model, it means that he doesn't have any say in what he does. Like, even when he was modeling, yes, he didn't have much of a say in what was going on, but that's mostly because of the fact that he didn't stand up for himself. By him getting this being made into a 3D model for ads, it's basically making it so that he will he's gonna be still a model, but no one will know what is the real him and what is the fake him. So it's dangerous. It's a dangerous situation to be in, and honestly, I can understand him being terrified. So I imagine that we're probably going to be seeing more from Ladybug and Cat Noir trying to figure out how to stop this. And hopefully they'll realize quickly that these rings are the way that they're connecting. I don't know how hard it's going to be, but if they can realize that the ring connects them directly to Hawkmoth, then that means that they can realize, oh, yeah, we're in deep shit. But we can also now know exactly who Hawkmoth is. Honestly, this is a terrible decision by Hawkmoth, because if they can put two and two together, which, granted, they're kind of dumb, but if they can put two and two together, it means that they can instantly figure out, oh, Gabriel is Hawkmoth. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. And also, just, yeah, there's a lot of things with that they concern me. And obviously we'll see more of that. But another factor with that also leads me to wonder if there are actually several people that actually are on Hawkmoth's side, and they've been on Hawkmoth's side for a while. My brain immediately goes to Lila's parents. Maybe they're not, like, fully, but Lila herself absolutely, at this point, I'm pretty sure she knows that Hawkmoth and Gabriel are the same person. But, Kagami's mother, she clearly knows. My guess is that more than likely, Chloe and Zoe's mom knows. Which, that's terrifying. But more than likely, several other people are in on this. And I don't know. We'll have to wait and see exactly how they're going to play that out. But we also got some other really interesting information. Frickin' Suhan is, one, he's trusting them, but two, he's going to get help. Now, there are a few things that I'm kind of iffy on exactly how that's going to play out. Keep in mind that, let's just, for reference, as to how long it takes him to get there. Feast was episode 15 in season 3, and which, after Feast, obviously, all of the Miraculous Temple was reawakened. Then, in Furious Fu, which was episode 6 of season 4, that is when Suhan made it to Paris. Now, I don't know exactly how he got between Tibet and Paris, but the point that I'm trying to make here is that it took not a full season, but a good majority of a season for him to get from the temple to Paris. I specifically think that is the case because I don't think that he went to Paris. I think he probably went to Paris pretty quickly. They probably have, like I said, they have a little way to actually direct him. He has a way to direct himself to the miracle box. So he found out that was the case. He found out where it was pretty freaking quickly. Now, keep in mind that also means that the New York special and the Shanghai special did happen between this. So it's a bit more than a full season. It might be a little bit more than a full season, but it's around a season length time. So, due to the fact that it is multiplication that he leaves, my immediate thought is that more than likely, if he is going to be coming back and joining them with an entire team of Miraculous heroes, I'm thinking the last day. That's the 3-part special that is going to be involving all of that, which that's insane. I can't wait to see that. I know that you guys probably are as excited, if not more excited than me. So, yeah, we'll see exactly how that plays out. But, yeah. So Suhan is going to be joining us with an entire team of Miraculous, probably. My gut also tells me that more than likely the American team and the Shanghai team are probably also going to be joining at some point. Keep in mind, though, that it's kind of hard to say exactly what they're going to do with all of that. Obviously, we don't have the at this point in time, just so that we're all clear, Ghost Force, Power Players, as well as, I believe, Zack Storm are all in the same universe. Their exact timings, it's kind of hard to say at this point in time, but they're all in the same universe. So be aware of that. It appears that more than likely, obviously, Ghost Force, they're in America. They are in New York. They seem to know of, a few heroes in that location, but they're more concerned with the ghost issues. As for Zack Storm, obviously, they're in the Bermuda Triangle. They're probably not going to be getting out anytime soon. But, and Power Players, we'll see what happens with them. But the point that I'm trying to get across here is that, one, I think that we're going to be seeing the New York team, which is obviously the American Miraculous box, which I told you guys I was right about it. So I'm excited for that. We'll see exactly how all of that plays out, but we'll probably also be getting the once that box is done, we'll probably also be getting the Shanghai. We'll have the Shanghai team coming. My guess is that Lady Dragon is probably going to be coming with Suhan from Tibet. It's kind of hard to say exactly, but yeah, we'll have to wait. Like I said, we'll have to wait and see exactly what they plan to do with all of that that chaos. But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see exactly. um, but yeah, needless to say, things are looking interesting for basically all of Miraculous for the future, because who knows where they're going from here. Honestly, I don't even really want to make like full on theories. I can theorize as to who certain characters are and what is real and what isn't. Obviously, like I'm sure that some of you guys have probably already seen the scene where Ladybug and Cat Noir are getting married and all of their friends are there. That is clearly a Jubilation thing. We're not seeing that. That is not going to be a canon thing. In fact, I'm guessing it's probably Cat Noir's fantasy, not not Marinette's. We'll just have to wait and see, though. And even that I'm not certain of. So that's probably going to be in episode 4. As for the Scarabella and frickin' Zoe getting the Cat Miraculous, I have no idea when that episode's going to be. We'll just have to wait and see. But it's going to be fun. And, of course, as for the episode where Ladybug and Cat Noir are going to be swapping Miraculous, I think that the only thing that... I think we've seen, like, clips that it's actually going to be with Dark Owl is going to be in that. But, honestly, it's really hard to say exactly what they're going to be doing with that. Just for a reminder as to the episode order at this point in time, it's from... up until the Kwame's Choice, it's Destruction, which that's looking really interesting. We'll talk about that once it comes out. Jubilation, Illusion, Determination, Passion, Reunion, which leads me to think that that might be when most of the Miraculous come back, but I'm not certain. Exaltation, and then obviously the final 2 episodes with the Kwame's Choice. And then obviously we'll talk more about the other episodes as they come into being. Needless to say, I'm intrigued to see where they're going to be going for all of this. And also, Hawkmoth doesn't seem to understand, like, how useful some of these Miraculous are. Like, seriously, Hawkmoth, activate frickin' Second Chance at the beginning of your battle, and then instantly you can just hit it however many times that you want, and you will be able to change your decision so that Ladybug and Cat Noir can't win. Like, what? And the thing is, like, since you have all of these Miraculous, oh my gosh. Seriously, some of these characters are really dumb. But, yeah, they really need to get certain Miraculous as quickly as possible, because, obviously, Snake Miraculous, that's extremely dangerous. Goat, oh boy, that's well, I think it's either the rooster or the goat. I don't remember. The point is, yeah, I think it's the rooster is the one that will actually allow you to change to give yourself whatever powers, and the goat, I don't know. Point is, he has a lot of really dangerous powers, and they really need to do something with that, but we'll just have to wait and see. I, for one, am really excited, to say the least, exactly how they're going to mess around with all of this stuff, but I don't know. We'll just, like I said, we'll have to wait and see exactly what the Miraculous team do as we move forward, and are people going to be getting their Miraculouses back? I'm assuming so. I'm assuming that, like, the majority of the Miraculous, once they're gotten, they're going to be given to their specific holder pretty quickly. So, obviously, Snake goes to Luca, Fox goes to Alia, Turtle goes to... yeah, you get the point. So, obviously, we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. And that excites me, because they're doing so many things that I wasn't expecting, especially with this episode. Like I said, I was expecting them to, I wasn't expecting them to bring back, to have an episode where the majority of the episode, Hawkmoth does nothing, like, in front of them. That is insane. I would have thought that, like, Hawkmoth, while he's doing all of the things behind the scenes, he's also constantly summoning, like, causing people to akumatize, which apparently they didn't. Apparently it was multiple weeks, which also is another factor that doesn't necessarily concern me, but it does make me question how long are these episodes? How much time has been passing? Because the fact remains that in the previous seasons, not much time has actually passed. Remember that Heroes Day is not a full year afterwards. It's their first time celebrating Heroes Day, which it sounds like to me that the Heroes Day has been celebrated probably across the world, but it's their first time having it with Ladybug and Cat Noir. So, and I think that they've actually, I think the episode where things are actually happening, that is the second time it's been a full year, is Stormy Weather 2, which was season 3. So, I don't know, we're gonna have to see exactly what they're gonna be doing as the series continues. Because I, for one, am a bit concerned, to be blatantly honest. Anyways, I've said the same thing multiple times over the past, being concerned. It's kind of a thing. Anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, leave your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. And of course, if you do have a theory, make sure to say theory review somewhere in your comment, and we will talk about it in a future video. Anyways, guys, I've been Electric Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on